I honestly, I never thought I would have to say, like, I just, I'm honestly not even sure if I'm going to put this up. I'm just more of trying to just get some things out. But I, I really never thought I would be in this place. On June 6th, I found out I was pregnant. I was kind of debating if I was or wasn't, and I was not 100% sure, so on that day I decided to take a test at home, and find out it was positive. And I was, I was really excited. It took me all of 20 minutes before I, told Jordan, my husband. We have been, thinking about, starting a family, and, not super actively trying, but also not, preventing it, if that makes sense. We both really want to be parents, and it was something we were, just trying to getting prepared for and ready for. And I was able to surprise him with his favorite soccer team's uniform kit, which is Tottenham, and I got him that. And we both coach soccer, and I got a onesie that says "Daddy's assistant coach," and I laid it out for him, and the look on his face was just joy. And then, unfortunately, the weekend of Father's Day, and a week before our wedding anniversary, I lost the baby. For those of you who know me, I'm not an easy crier, but I'm trying to hold it together a little bit. And this has been really hard, because I'm not scared of many things, but having a miscarriage was probably my biggest fear. And unfortunately, that came to life and came to fruition. And I was told that there's nothing I did wrong, or it had anything to do with me. They think that there was just something genetically wrong. And this occurred before I was gonna have my first appointment and really confirm everything. We hadn't really told anybody, except for a couple of people. We hadn't even told our parents or anything like that, because we wanted to wait till the first appointment to to share the news, make sure everything was okay. And unfortunately it didn't make it. I still have some follow-ups, but from what they see right now, there's nothing to do with me, and it just was one of those things. That's why I haven't really been posting or filming or anything like that, because I've been really excited about, the prospect of a baby coming, and I was kind of it just, a lot was going on, and I wasn't feeling well, and then this happened. So I've been trying to process it. I'm not sure how. I have my moments where I'm like, okay, we can just move on and it's done. I can't change it, and try to have that very moving forward kind of mindset. But then I have other moments where I could just be talking about anything and somehow it pops back into my mind and I get emotional. And I understand, like right now, my body is adjusting to some things, so I'm gonna be a little bit more all over the place. But also that's just how I grieve as a person, is it just, I mean, unfortunately, I have experienced a lot of death, and so I don't want to say I've been completely numb to it, but I feel like I am pretty strong when it comes to it. But I think this kind of grief was something I wasn't prepared for. Gosh, I hope you can understand me. I'm really trying to hold it together so I can really talk through this. The thing I'm trying to hold on to in the positive of it, you know, if there is anything positive about this, is I didn't hear its heartbeat, so it just, to me, it wasn't there yet. I think I would be in a lot worse state, it's possible, if I did. So I'm a little thankful for that. And I know, like, there's this doesn't mean I can't have any. And I honestly just wanted to talk about it because it's more for me to get this out. And also, in my research and figuring out kind of what happened and trying to figure out what was going on, I found out that it's a lot more common. Actually, in my family, it's a lot more common than I thought. And there's like some crazy statistic I read that it was it's like 10 to 40% of pregnancies end in miscarriage, and I was just like, wow, that was not what I thought. And it was really frustrating because it started to happen, and I understand, like, doctors, I mean, if you've seen my video where I was in a hospital, you know how I feel about the medical system, so I'm not going to go too much into it, but I definitely felt like the doctors knew, but they didn't want to tell me to, like, make me stress worse and make it worse, especially if they were wrong. And so I understand it. I felt a little helpless. And like, I felt I couldn't get the help I needed. I understand that once it starts, it's kind of hard to stop it, especially if it's this early. I'm also still kind of in shock because I just really didn't think I'd ever be here. I never thought that this would happen to me. And which I really probably shouldn't have had that mindset, but I was always told that there's no issues, you shouldn't have a problem, and I'm finding more and more that this is normal, but I find it very odd that I don't really hear a lot of people talking about it. But I get why, because this is really hard to process, because I've always wanted to be a mother, and the prospect was there. I mean, I was pregnant, but that didn't happen, so I no longer am. Doesn't mean I won't be, it won't happen again. It's just between the process of this being my biggest fear coming to life, plus the fact that something I've always dreamed about is just it was in my hands and now it's not anymore, I'm trying to process all of that. Again, I know, and one thing that people, and I understand why they've been telling me this and they're trying to give me hope, is that they said, well, you can try again. And I understand what they're trying to do, and I do appreciate that they're trying to be helpful, but I just don't want to hear it, especially right now. Especially the fact that this is it was my first pregnancy and it's my first miscarriage. It's not really helpful, at least for me. I mean, I don't know, you can tell me if you kind of think the same. I know I will be okay. I mean, and Jordan and I are fine. We're gonna get through this together. And one thing I understand not everyone's really religious, but I'm holding on to my faith as much as I can, and obviously God has a plan. And one thing I know for me and in my testimony is that he's always with me, and he will get me through this, and I will be stronger for it. It's been like that in the past, and it'll continue to be that way. That's just how I feel. I'm not trying to push my religion on you, but what I believe, but that's just how I feel. And I mean, and I'm trying to take it day by day. I'm a little lost a little bit right now, to be honest. I'm trying to find a pathway forward, but I'm gonna sit in this for a little bit and try to grieve and give myself grace as much as possible. Gosh, I was like, yeah, I'll put on makeup while I do this. And I'm like, no, I'm not even gonna bother, because as much as sometimes makeup just makes me feel better, I don't think anything will right now. If you're in my boat, no, you're not alone. We're sailing in it together. I honestly never, like I said, I never thought I'd be here. I never thought I would say those words, that I've had a miscarriage. That was, let's just say that was not on my list of things that would happen in 2023. But everything happens for a reason, and I know I'll be stronger for it, and I will get through this. Me and Jordan will both get through this. He's also dealing with the loss as well. I know for me it's a lot more for me, but I'm not diminishing the fact that he also lost a child as well, or lost a baby, and so we're both, relatively speaking, okay. Like I said, we're getting through it, and a lot of people don't know what to say either, and I was like, I don't expect you to know, because what do you say? Yeah, so I really hope this helps somebody, knowing that they're not alone, because I've found that just a lot of things that I didn't know, and this is not a fun video. And I try to be positive on my channel and bring some joy, and bringing in joy of talking about things like makeup and clothes and home decor and DIY. And I know this is not normal, but then again, I never thought I would be here or in this position. So if this helps at least one person, then it's all worth it. If you did watch through all the way to the end, I thank you for your support. And I will get back to filming soon, and I and try to move forward. That's gonna take me some time, but I'm trying, and I think that's the best that I can do, or anybody can do in this situation. And if you've watched this all the way to the end, I thank you, and I will see you in my next video soon. Bye.